eye penetration.
I've done it.
What's the appeal of that?
Basically, all like what you call ryona, which is like torture, basically.
Right.
What?
A torture porn, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know
That's
this.
like a really common tag, Dilna.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of
I don't know
it.
any of this. It's completely all new to me.
Yeah.
I don't read.
You innocent
those-
child.
I don't read anything. What is Oreimo about?
And Sydney told me that this is on there because this is the very first ecchi show that she watched. And she was so terrified that her dad would find out what she was watching that she literally system rebooted her entire computer after watching Aiken. Coincidentally, every time I start recording a video, I just hear these fucking moans on the wall, and I would have to wait like a good sometimes it was an hour. I don't know what couple constantly has sex for an hour every time. I swear they were like fucking hell.
I don't know if I can say what I just saw on the cover.
Is it that fun?
Just saw a girl going down like a guy on a bench.
What? What?
There's a guy sitting there, the girl was like... Yeah, film it if you want.
What is birth?
Birthing.
Like birthing a baby.
Birthing a baby. Because I wanted
Is that
to.
just giving birth?
Just giving birth.
Okay. I'm trying to process this.
You could like theoretically do anal while you're doing it, but like, you know, doesn't have to.
I guess you could, yeah.
Lemon party.
Goatse.
You didn't know what Goatse
I didn't know what
was,
Goatse was. That was obviously like a few years past.
Garnt,
where
what was it? You came in the office like a month ago. I was like, I just found out what Goatse is. Wait, you know what meat spin was? You didn't know what Goatse was?
I had to explain to Garnt what Goatse was.
Please don't look it up. It's some man
gross.
spreading his butt cheeks. It's just, and I'm like, no.
I don't think I've ever watched a sex scene with my mates now that I think about it.
Is that like a thing you have to like check off?
I don't know.
What, you never watched a film with your friends that has a sex scene in it?
I'm trying to think.
I think I've watched like funny porno plots with my friends, like Fake Taxi.
love
You went to a blowjob bar?
Yeah, it was really funny. $80, 30 minutes.
Was it good?
It wasn't the best I've had, but setup is like this. It's like leather couches for one person, and you sit back to back with another guy on a leather couch on the other side. You know, $80, 30 minutes. I finished in 3 minutes.
Oh my
Small talk for 27.
Habits is the longest one with
Habits.
Habits.
Oh, it's the longest is 6. So I got one off the longest. I'll take that. I'll take
apparently
that.
not.
All right.
It's all right. At least I secured the points.
I'm here for the content. I'm here for the content.
Yeah, 'cause one of the reasons why I always wanted to move to the US, right?
Yeah.
But because back then, to me, America was like this whole like mystical place, and then obviously now,
Mystical place.
It was like a place where everyone could just do what they wanted,
Yeah.
and like everyone could like whatever they wanted. And there's always a huge place to go if you liked a specific thing. There was always a big convention.
Sydney tries to get me to watch a horror film. I'm like, no, Sydney, I am too scared. Okay. To me, it's still scary. Whenever I go out and I swim and I can't feel the bottom. I don't know. There's like the fear.
There's
kicks.
something so wholesome about hearing that.
Why?
I don't know. It just sounds like a child problem. It's just like,
Jellyfish just scare me. Yeah. Rams.
Yeah, rams are pretty fucking dangerous.
It's rams.
What's Rams?
It's a ram.
What's Rams?
Oh, you mean like a
random access memory?
Oh!
And you've been having a go at me all day with my video game knowledge. You didn't know fundamental farmyard animal
Garnt
knowledge.
discovers what a ram is.
Versus ram.
I don't know. I thought they were just called sheep.
Sheep with
It's a
horns.
sheep? Yeah, sheep with horns,
It's
right?
called a fucking ram.
But it also feels good when you win at a game of craps, right? It's like it's a gamble.
Craps? What's craps?
Craps.
What's that?
It's a gambling game.
What?
Card game.
What's craps?
Don't worry about craps. We're talking about gift giving.
I want to play craps.
So I buy this book. This fucking book gets sent to my house. And of course...
At least you got a book.
Huh?
At least you got a book.
I got a book from Reader's Digest about the fucking architecture of castles in Edinburgh or some shit like that, right? And then, so we get the book. Then we get a note with it saying, congratulations, you've reached the next stage of, you've been successful in reaching the next stage in the raffle. To reach the next stage, you have to buy 2 books. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
I'm like, mother, we are too far in now to say no, okay? There are only a few participants left. And I think I think she let me go for about 2 more stages.
Oh,
and I was just like, Mum, we're too deep into this to like give up now, Mum. Please.
How many
please.
books did you end up with?
I saw we had like fucking 5 or 7 books.
Hey, at least you got 7 books about lovely castles and everything.
Dude, we had someone show up to my house. I was living with my mom, obviously, like in just like our small little tiny house outside of Sacramento, California, and there was this predator. I don't want to call him predatory, but this guy came up in a business suit, and he's like, knocked on the door. What is up? And he's like, I got your address because I saw that you just registered for a business and it was marked under this address. So I figured I would just show up and tell you a few things about like what you could be doing, how you could be monetizing this. And I was like, I was 18, so I didn't know, and it was my first time with any kind of fame or notoriety. I didn't know that this was a fucked up thing to do. So I entertained it. And
come on inside.
Would you like some tea?
I drew the line there. I did not invite him inside. There was no invitations inside. He was like, okay, so your Pokemon theme song music video, it has 3 million views. So think about it this way. I could get you sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Oh my God.
And if you get $1,000 per million, that's $3,000 in your pocket like that. He only showed up one other time after that.
One other time.
Only one other time.
I fucking love YouTube videos. Some like small YouTubers whose like audio is way too fucking quiet and the music is like dun 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 dun. And you can't fucking hear them, and you're like, I don't know why I love it. It's
my favorite.
It's so charming.
I know. It's so pure.
So charming. So playful.
So I sent him a message and I said, I called you anime man, and I was like, so fucking weird. But said, hi anime man, I saw your Nekopara video, thought you were hilarious. Do you like doujins? If you want, let's read one together. There's a video on his channel of where I still called him anime man. It's when we were playing Orange Juice 100%.
Some shitty
no,
anime
it's called
game.
Orange Juice 100% or something. I'm doing it for them. Like what was it called?
No, I don't want them to look at the video.
All right, come at me, Aki.
Let's do it, anime man.
I'm gonna just tell him I like him. I don't even care. I'm gonna just get in the call. And that was then, like, you were still at your hotel, stressed out of your mind. I was like, I really like you.
Aki had a like slight accident at our last place, and like it was pretty bad. So like we had to call the hospital, and I was riding the hospital, riding the 95% of my brain was like, oh god, I hope Aki's okay, and she'll we'll be able to get out of this. And 5% of my brain was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm in an ambulance. like whoa, this is so cool. I've never been in one before. This is what it looks like. Oh shit.
So it was just like beef.
So this is beef wrapped up.
And the tortilla.
Yeah.
Tortilla.
Tortilla. It was just beef. It was just beef. It was just beef.
Okay, but how do I distinguish between an animal ruffling the bushes and just the wind?
So he told me that he went to the UK and he loved it. He said, Ooki Ben.
Ooki Ben.
Ooki Ben. And he said he liked. He said he liked Big Ben, and that he liked Buckingham Palace. He said the Japanese word for palace, which is
Kyuden.
Yeah, he said that something Kyuden
Buckingham
Palace.
Kyuden.
Yeah, he said Buckingham Kyuden. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's saying Buckingham Palace. Like kid, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Because you guys know what Bing means, right?
What?
It means shit. So saying Ooki Ben,
I didn't know that.
It's like dead ass means giant shit.
I mean, it's pretty shit. It's pretty shit.
So it kind of felt like, I guess all social boundaries are like out the window now,
Because
right?
we're all friends because we like the same thing, right?
Yeah, we're all anime fans. We're all friends.
Yeah.
It's like we're all DTF, right? We all like anime. It's like, no, we're not DTF.
Down to friend.
Down to friend.
I've never heard of that before.
Down to fuck.
That DTF is normally down to fuck.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But in this case, it was down to friend.
Okay, I get it.
Is there a big drinking culture in New Hampshire?
No, big fentanyl culture though. They do a lot of fentanyl.
What's that?
That's
It's the most lethal drug in the world.
Opioid
Oh,
replacement,
shit.
right?
Yeah, it's like what they tie in with heroin, and that's how people die. Huge opioid crisis in New Hampshire.
Is it actually?
Yeah, they're bored. They're bored.
The American medical system has failed America. I mean, I'm surprised.
But it's cool drugs, man. You're losers.
What the fuck?